Hey everybody. Hey, so in this video I kind of want to go over the gist of the overall program in terms of the diet. I know we're going to have some questions as we get into it, but hopefully this video helps kind of get you where I want you to think, right? How I want you to start thinking through the week. So, as we know, this challenge is based around the holidays, and we know the holidays are full of holiday parties and days where we spend time with friends and family, and we tend to eat a lot of foods and a lot of the holiday foods, which are usually not the greatest foods in terms of health and keeping our body and weight in check. But if we position our other days, okay, the off days, whatever you want to call them, your normal days, if you focus on them and control those days the best you can, then you're setting yourself up for success so that those epic cheat meals don't hinder you. So basically, in a nutshell, you're going to be following a low carb diet through the week. Okay, low carb, and I recommend in the guidelines. You can see this in the nutrition guide, the kind of like start here document. I recommend below 150 for men and below 100 for women, and that might actually be even more for some of you, and I might actually recommend that as we get going. But you need to focus on low carb throughout the week. So that means most of your meals need to revolve around a lean protein source, healthy fat, and lots of non-starchy vegetables, okay? And really focus on that, and start really planning out your week revolved around those meals. And you can see I have a sample meal plan for you to look over, along with a grocery list of foods for you to buy. But here's the thing, you don't have to eat meal for meal with that meal plan. That's just there to help you understand how you should structure some of your meals, or to give you ideas on what some of your meals can be. There's no magical science behind each meal and the way they're lined out. Don't overthink that part. Too many people do. Too many people think, well, if I change this and change that and change... Listen, as long as it fits the guidelines of keeping your carbs low throughout the week and focusing on lots of proteins, you're going to be okay. So don't get caught up in that. Just use it as a guide and as a resource to help you move along, so that if you're trying to figure out other examples for meals to implement, because you're tired of, I don't know, chicken and broccoli every day, right? It doesn't have to be that boring if you use your imagination and do your homework and look at some of the examples. But that's what that's there for. So please don't get caught up and think it has to be word for meal for meal. It doesn't have to be that way. So yeah, that's the gist of the diet, and that's the bird's eye view of it, right? We're going low carb throughout the week. We're focusing on lots of protein, lots of vegetables. We're putting healthy fats in, right? And you can look up what exactly those are, and I'll have a resource for all that in terms of protein, fats, and carbs. But anyway, and also you're gonna have to keep your calories a little bit lower throughout the week as well. And the good news is, naturally, when you start focusing on the proteins and vegetables and healthy fats, your calories will start to already come down, because you're limiting the processed foods and the processed carbs and those foods that are high in calories, which usually are the high carb, high fat meals, right? Like your pizza, hamburgers, right? Fries. Those are high carbs and high fats, and there's a reason why it tastes so good, because that's a good combination. But it doesn't help us where we want to be. So we really need to limit that. So that's the gist of it. So really focus on going low carb, lots of proteins, lots of vegetables, and making sure your calories or your portions are contained throughout the week. And whenever you find yourself struggling, just remind yourself that, hey, that cheat day is coming, right? Once a week, you're gonna have that epic cheat day, and or cheat meal, 1 or 2. Some people, when I say epic cheat day, that means they're eating like 6,000-7,000 calories all day. And listen, calories are important to an extent. We can't get away from that. So even if you were to eat 2,000 calories for guys, if you were to eat 2,000 or 1,800, 2,000 calories all throughout the week, and all of a sudden had a Saturday of eating 7,000 calories, you're probably not going to lose any weight. More than likely you aren't, because that's a lot of calories, and you're kind of regaining back those calories you didn't eat. Does that make sense? But with that being said, if you're eating 1,800 to 2,000 calories throughout the week, your cheat meal can be 3,000 calories, or your cheat day can have 3,000 calories or 3,500, and that would come from a lot of like 1 or 2 meals, mostly, because I'm sure you're gonna be eating pizza. So in women, you'll probably be focusing on 13 to 1500 calories throughout the week, and then your cheat meal will probably your cheat day calories will probably be around 20 to 2500, somewhere in that range. And listen, those are all just examples. They all might change. Okay, so that don't think in stone. You have to go based on your body, but those are guidelines. And so I'm hoping I can help you really get an idea of where to go through the group page in Facebook. So what I want you to understand, the big thing too is please just use your imagination. Please do your homework. Okay, I can't tell you everything to do verbatim. You're gonna have to use your own imagination. You're gonna have to plan around your own lifestyle. Everyone's different. I know some people travel a lot. Well, you're gonna have to kick your butt in high gear and plan ahead. I'm sorry, there's no magical solution for, well, when I travel, can I eat all this because it doesn't matter because I'm flying in the air and the air burns? No, listen, you're gonna have to still follow some kind of plan, and traveling makes it harder. It's still doable, but it's a lot harder. So you're gonna have your work cut out for you. So anyway, that's it on this video, and I'll have some more out there that'll hopefully be a little shorter, but I wanna just kind of go over all the gist of the diet. So anyway, I'll see you later.